At National Theatre Wales and NoFit State, we identified some problems with the way that we collect data about our audiences. Often our audience data is siloed within a number of different networks. That could be Facebook or different social media, or even our NTW community. We also don't hold any data on audiences that attend our unticketed events. We also might not have access to data if audiences have booked through a presenting partner.
I think we have the same issues as many companies. It's difficult to maintain an effective conversation with our audiences when we don't really know who they are. At the moment, we only know people who physically buy the ticket and pay for the ticket. We don't know the people who come with them. We don't know who their friends and families are who come with them, and we in particular don't know who comes to our unticketed and free events. At the moment, and this is not just a challenge for us, this is a challenge for the entire sector.
For both organisations, it's really important for us to involve audiences within the creation of our work. This means that they're connected with us as collaborators, community members and champions of what we're doing. So we brought all of these problems to Fergus at Joylab, and we talked really about him designing as a solution to this problem that didn't feel like data capture at all.
The approach that we've put together for the project is around the kind of research, design, development. So we've been looking at surveying users, talking to users, doing phone interviews, looking at the stats from the various sites, from Facebook and that kind of thing. So there's a bit of time in terms of getting access to all that stuff. Then the next stage is really sort of trying to talk to people. So we've been running sessions with stakeholders. We've done a couple of stakeholder workshops to kind of basically get their requirements, but we tend to do it in a more sort of user-centered type way. So we get them to actually think about tasks that audiences are going to be engaged in. We really wanted to kind of understand what they meant by capturing data. We also wanted to understand what they meant by dialogue, because they were the two kind of, I guess, implicit things in the project.
For National Theatre Wales, digital's at the heart of all that we do. It's at the heart of the work that we make and the way that we interact with our audiences. Having this opportunity from Nesta and Arts Council Wales and AHRC to re-explore this relationship with data capture and our audiences means that we'll be able to think about it in our work going forward.
I think that one of the real reasons for the partnership is that because although both organisations face similar challenges, we're also quite different in terms of the kinds of work that we deliver and present. And if we can find a project, a product, if we can get a proof of concept that works for both organisations, then I think it's going to work for the broader sector as well.
So what they wanted to do was to engage in a value exchange with their audience. The idea being that the audience has something that is valuable, their details, and that they would be prepared to exchange this if they could get something of value in exchange. The technology they adopted for doing this had to be ubiquitous, everyone had to be comfortable using it, so they went with the mobile phone and they went with SMS, text messaging. So it's a very simple technology, it's one that all audience members are going to be familiar with and comfortable with. It's cheap, it's robust, and so on. One thing we found was that we got very good response rates from the audience. And we found that it was most effective when the actual interactions related to the show. Probably our key overall finding is, it seems perhaps a bit obvious with hindsight, that the show is actually the thing that the audience are interested in. If we want our audience to exchange their valuable data, the things that they value in return are things which relate to the show. So if we could design our messages, design our interactions so that they felt they were part of the show, or they felt they had a connection to the performers, that the interactions somehow enhanced their enjoyment of the show, then they were far more likely to engage in those interactions to exchange their valuable data with us.